In Georg Büchner's drama Wozzeck, there is an important minor character known simply as der Narr, the idiot. Büchner's idiot is of the romantic type, associated with nature, children, and animals, and both inspiring and manifesting an impulse of care. In Berg's operatic adaptation of Büchner, the idiot has only a single line. After Wozzeck sees his wife Marie dancing with her lover, the drum major, and amid a tumult of discordant musical activity, the idiot approaches Wozzeck and cries out, "Joyful, joyful, but it reeks. I smell blood." His words, the only ones he utters in the opera, send Wozzeck into a paroxysm of murderous rage. The music Berg composes for these few words provide a concise and vivid modernist representation of idiocy. As the idiot approaches Wozzeck, the texture thins out dramatically, and the principal musical units become minor triads and small stacks of perfect fifths. These are played by the onstage musicians and are an attempt to represent their amateurish attempts to tune their instruments, but they also evoke the traditional association of idiocy with radical simplification of musical materials. The onstage orchestra first attempts to tune to a stack of perfect fifths, A, E, B, F sharp, but they initially start with the highest note a semitone too low and have to adjust it up to the desired tone. Their starting point, A, E, B, F, is understood as a deformed, deficient, incorrect version of A, E, B, F sharp to which their wrong note chord moves. The idiot then enters with a transposed version of the same type of wrong note chord. He sings B, C, F sharp, E. If his C were a C sharp, we could arrange the notes as a stack of fifths. Or, approaching in a slightly different way, if his C were an A, we would not only have a stack of fifths, but the very same stack of fifths just intoned by the orchestra. So the idiot is portrayed as a slightly deviant version of a stack of tones that occur naturally on a stringed instrument as open, unstopped strings. He is thus associated with nature, a traditional trope of idiocy, but in a slightly deviant way. The onstage clarinet picks up the idiot's four-note melody, arpeggiates it downward, and then gradually liquidates it. When the idiot sings again, he presents yet another transposed version of the wrong note chord. This time he repeats his last two notes, A and A flat, 2 times, and then extends his line upward to C on the word Blut, or blood. By this time he has attracted Wozzeck's full attention. Wozzeck takes the idiot's last 3 notes and transposes them by tritone to become his violent outburst. Wozzeck thus takes both a verbal and musical cue from the idiot. Texture thins, minor triads and stacks of fifths. The onstage orchestra tunes up, but not very well. The idiot sings. His voice is also out of tune.
Lustig. Aber es riecht. Narr, was willst du? Ich riech Blut.
Wozzeck takes a musical cue from the idiot. From his increasingly deranged perspective, the idiot is providing a valuable insight, a glimpse of a dark truth beneath the apparently joyful surface of life. In a somewhat twisted way, this gives us a brief instance of the familiar idea that an idiot, despite or because of his intellectual limitations, may have relatively direct access to deeper truths.
Lustig, lustig. Aber es riecht.
Narr, was willst du?